Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Xxiou back here once again, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe if this video helps you in any kind of way. So what are we talking about today? Well, Xxiou, we're talking about 5 things that the game does not tell you, that it's better you find them out earlier than later. So, first, look at this build. This is something we just started messing around with last night on the... So, if you like building, and you like to build big, what you need to know is No Man's Sky does have a build limit. Yes, that's right. After a certain point, you will not be able to build anymore. And we actually hit that point last night on my live stream and deleted this base that was here, and then I started rebuilding with that. But the build count is something like, and someone in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong, it's like 20,000 per save or 30,000 per save. And that counts for every single piece. So everything, every panel, every wire, any little thing you build counts towards your part count. So if you build a lot of big bases, just keep in mind, if you keep doing that, you're gonna eventually hit a point where you won't be able to build anymore. So you're gonna need to delete bases. So definitely something to keep in mind. Second, I have another building tip for you. Now, you never want to build directly on the ground. Like, you don't ever want to take, you know, a room like this and just put it like that, because the terrain is going to grow into the base. This has been a problem for a long time. It's still not fixed, but I suggest you do not build directly on the ground like that. So what I tend to do is, normally, if when I'm starting to build, I will start with stairs, you know, lay some stairs and then start laying my floors down to avoid the base growing back in, because it will grow back in if you build on the ground. And on that note, using the terrain manipulator to like dig out parts to build in, I don't really recommend that either, because again, it often grows back. So don't spend a ton of time like digging out the side of a mountain or something to build like a base in the side of a mountain, because it's just not going to work out. It'll grow back. Next up, units. Now, if you didn't know, there's also a unit cap in this game. That's right, a unit cap. So you can only earn about 4.2 or 4.6 billion units, and then at that point, you can't learn any more. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're setting up money-making enterprises, farms, and stuff. Like, maybe you want to get into building these stasis devices. Well, one thing I could tell you is this takes a lot of setup, a lot of time to craft these, and they sell for a lot. But once you build the farm, you're only going to get to use it a few times before you're going to max out your units. So, you know, I'll leave it up to you on if you want to get into that, because it can be fun if you like crafting and, you know, you just want a new challenge and you want to make a stasis device farm. But this was one I personally didn't find out about the unit cap till after I had put many, many hours into farming and making a lot of money. And I was selling these off, having a great time, and then I just stopped making money. So it's better to know about it beforehand, before you start building a huge farm, that you can only have like 4.2 or 4.6. Again, someone could correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that, about the exact amount. But it's somewhere around the 4 billion mark, and then you could sell as much as you want and your units will never go up. Okay, next one. This has come up on my live stream a number of times, so we're going to talk about going through the galactic core. So when you go through the galactic core, everything is going to break. Now, this can catch a lot of people off guard, because if you just follow along with the story in the game, it's going to get to a point where you have the option to go to a new galaxy. Now, should you choose that option, when you get to that new galaxy, your multi-tool is going to look like this. Everything's going to be broken. Everything in the general part of your suit will be broken. The technology stays okay, and everything in the general part of your ship will be broken as well. So what I would recommend if you're changing galaxies by going through the galactic core is you keep a spare multi-tool that you could switch to that you don't care about, that everything can just break. That way, once you get to the new Galaxy, you can just switch back to your regular multi-tool and you're all set there. Also, you can grab yourself a cheap C-class ship that you don't care about, so all the tech could break in that, and then you could just switch back to your ship that you like. Keep a stock of repair kits on hand. Because these can substitute for any piece you may be missing to repair the stuff in your suit. So it can make it go a bit quicker if you use the repair kits. So there's a tip for you on the Galaxy switching, because I know that catches a lot of people off guard. They don't know what's going to happen if they go to a new Galaxy. That's what's going to happen. Your tech is going to break and you need to fix it. It's really, it's not really much of a problem. It's like 10 minutes of downtime, provided you prepare beforehand. But if it catches you unprepared, it could take you a lot longer to get all the stuff you need in order to fix everything. Okay, now the last one I wanted to talk about was multiplayer, because there seems to be some confusion here too. So the way multiplayer works in this game is not like you both just start playing the game and you meet up somewhere. You need to join the other person's game. So you're going to need to swap friend codes, which you get over in your options here under network. And then if you go to your No Man's Sky friends, you could do show my No Man's Sky friend code. So you need to give that friend code to your friend, who will then add you and then will show up here. And then what you would do is, there's a couple ways to do it, but you can go to, when you first load up the game, choose multiplayer, and if your friend is in game, you will see that and you can join them and it'll warp you right to the system they're in. Or you can fly into the space anomaly, and when you fly out, it's going to ask you if you want to stay in your current system or join your friend. And then that's how you can do that. Now, one really important thing that you need to know about this is you both need to be playing in the same game mode. Yes. So that means if you just came into No Man's Sky and you started in normal mode, but your friends started in permadeath mode, you will not be able to play together in multiplayer. You need to be in the same game mode. So you both need to be playing normal. You both need to be playing expeditions. You both need to be playing permadeath, whatever it may be. If you want to play together, you both need to be in the same game mode. And there you go, guys. There's 5 things that the game does not tell you that it really should. And you would find out if you play it long enough. So hopefully this saves you some time and you didn't know about all of these already. If it helped you out in any way, thumbs up is much appreciated. Subscribing is very appreciated. And yeah, thanks so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.